yeah, just wow, what a big win for our team. I thought it was going to be a great game either way. I knew both teams really were going to play hard. We did, they did, and we got fortunate on a couple of things. We hit the ball extremely hard all day, and early it looked like it wasn't going to go our way just because, in the first inning, I think we lined out 3 times and didn't score a run, and they hit a 3-0 pitch out of the ballpark. We're down 2-0. You're kind of thinking, wow, they just let a guy green light it 3-0 with the runner on second. So, but our guys just kept swinging and fighting, and thought Wiggins, he battled through it. We made an error in the first inning. It probably cost him 10, 15 pitches, and it was a little frustrating, but, he had a really, really good outing for us, and gave us 5 strong innings, really threw a lot of strikes, struck out like 6 hitters, and then obviously Will McIntyre came in and did exactly what we were hoping he could do, give us three innings, maybe more. I think he might have just run out of gas. Maybe we threw the wrong pitch, but just really glad that we got another opportunity at that double play ball, and we got it.
Christina?
Coach, you touched on the errors a little bit, but I just wondered what you thought of kind of the errors on the weekend and that kind of uncharacteristic high total of errors.
Yeah, we made a few more errors than normal this weekend, and I really don't know why. The ball in the 9th inning that was hit at Battles, it kind of jumped away from him, and I think he makes it most all the time. I really don't know what happened. Honestly, I was just hoping they hit another one to him because I knew he wouldn't boot that second one, and they did. And we turned a double play on probably one of their fastest runners. Robert did a great job with it. Caden made that error in the first inning. He did a nice job getting the ball. He didn't square his shoulders up and make a throw. He just kind of threw it sidearm off the bag, and it's.
Hey, yep, I can hear you. Thumbs up for me.
That's an error.
Yeah, mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hey,
cool, thank you.
Test 1, 2. We're good, K-Hawk. Here we go. Where were we? But anyway, I thought Wallace, he makes that play every time. He just flipped it over there, and it ended up maybe it cost us a couple runs because the 2-run homer came with 2 outs and 2 unearned runs, and Wally made up for it later with a really big hit or 2, and just really proud of the whole team because it's a tough environment, big game.
Matt?
Hey, Dave, your team's been pretty good in these rubber games this year. Even in the losses, you were a swing or 2 away from winning. What's made them so good in these types of situations?
What made our team feel good?
What has made your team better or play well this year in these rubber games?
I don't know. I mean, we finally won a road series, and we've been coming close, playing tight games, and we just didn't give up the big inning. That's kind of probably been the issue. Giving up what I call big cricket number, not 2, but maybe 4 or 5, and we didn't do that today. They had 2 solo homers on us, or a 2-run homer and a solo homer, and yeah, it just I don't know. I think controlling that a little bit and staying in the game, usually with defense, but today we stayed in the game with really good pitching and some really good offense. Coach?
Dave, Gonzalez has been really good for Auburn, especially lately. What was the key to getting to him today?
I thought we had a really good game plan. Plus, he struggled a little bit against lefties, and we loaded him up for the most part, and they all did a good job. They all contributed for the most part, and I think we frustrated him because we weren't grounding out. He's a sinker ball guy, likes to throw a lot of change-ups, pitch backwards, and he got his fastball. He threw it right at 90, but maybe a little more here and there. But it just seemed like we were seeing it good. We laid off some borderline pitches early in the count, and man, when we got a pitch to hit, we hit it good. They saw that too. That's why they got him out of there.
And Wiggins, how big was that for him to have the outing like he did, just for a confidence factor and things like that?
Well, I know he's been really frustrated, and we talked about it, Coach Hobb and I, just a minute ago on the bus. We're really happy for him personally, that he could kind of turn the corner there a little bit and really help the team. And, I think he's back on track.
Andrew Ellis.
Yeah, coach, just Will McIntyre, made his first SEC appearance today. Just what was the decision making there, and what were you kind of thinking going in? Maybe try to get 1 or 2 innings out of him, and kind of what'd you see from him on his day?
Yeah, I mean, one reason that we took him out of the game on Tuesday, everybody remembers that beautiful game we played against Missouri State. He only threw 3 innings, but we took him out of the game. We could have left him out there, but our plan was to use him today on Sunday. If Jackson gave us 2 or 3 or 4, we didn't want to bring him in during the inning. We wanted to start him an inning. So we had some other relievers ready to go. Maybe when Jackson struggled a little bit there in the second, getting ready, thinking about it anyway. But once he kicked it into gear, we felt like, we were going to go with Will, hopefully to give us 3, 2 at a minimum, 3. And then, with the way he was throwing, finished the 8th pretty quick. Thought, let's just send him back out. Because we were thinking maybe, just bring Evan there to close it. And he goes out and he gives up a double. Then he gets a weak fly ball to the outfield. And then he's got the pinch hitter down 0-2. He fouls off a pitch. Then he made a fastball. It probably wasn't the right selection there. It was elevated. Hitter did a good job with it. But I think that if he would have got that hitter out, he would have finished the game.
And really, just looking at the weekend as a whole, I mean, this is really the first weekend that Wiggins' 5 innings, but I think were the longest of any of your 3 starters. How big was it to be able to win and have your bullpen piece together the games the way they did?
Well, it was big. Our bullpen, we've used them a lot. They've been good all year, and I mean, they did it again. For the most part, they did a great job and kept us in the game. I mean, we had a chance to win that thing yesterday. We just didn't win it. And you look back at the whole weekend, we're down 5-0 on Friday. We come back and win. Yesterday, it's tied up going into the bottom of the 8th, and we got away from us. But we played pretty well. We really competed hard. I was proud of our guys the way they got after it down here.
Bob.
Dave, you touched on a little bit earlier in this conversation, but Battles, he's such an elite shortstop, uncharacteristic second error. And then you said you wanted the ball to get hit to him, but just what do you think about the way he responded and started that double play tough double play?
I loved it. I guarantee you in his mind, he's thinking, please hit me a ball. Hit it to me. If you're an infielder and you're thinking, don't hit it to me, you better go play outfield. That's the way I look at it. And I'm over there thinking, I told the team after the game, that's what I was hoping they would hit one. I'm thinking hit Battles one more. He's not going to miss this one. And when the ball left the bat and it was headed to him, I was feeling pretty good.
And then, they had a couple tough series losses on the road at Florida A&M, lost 2 out of 3. And Auburn's probably as tough as any of these teams you're playing. How big was it to take 2 out of 3? And it helped you maintain the West lead, obviously.
Yeah, it was really big to take 2 out of 3. It's big for our confidence. It's big for just winning on the road. I'm sure it helped our, RPI a little bit. And Auburn is a very good offensive team, and they'll fight you at the plate. They're hard to strike out. They go the other way real well. I don't think they start anybody under about 21 years old either. They are big and physical, and they're very experienced.
And then the fact, it's tough first inning. You guys, left a couple guys and had the error and the home run, but then you guys responded right away, tied it up, then got the lead. How big was that you guys were able to respond very quickly to that adversity?
We definitely flipped the momentum to our dugout, I'll guarantee. And our guys were they were real chirpy today, and I was good with it. I was glad they brought some energy, and it was fun to be a part of it. But when we punched in those 2 runs in the second, I think it really, really slowed Auburn down. And then for us to score 3 in the third on Webb's big home run, then, it was just like, okay, let's just try to hold this thing and chip away a little bit, And we were 1 big hit away from finishing them off there in the top of the 9th, and we hadn't talked about that. That was probably the most frustrating part of the game for me, is that we didn't score at least 1 run there in the top of the in the 9th. 4 runs is a good lead. 5 is like having 8. I mean, it's just a big difference mentally to have a 5-run lead.
And what you mentioned Webb's home run. What'd you see on that?
What I see on it, I saw, it looked like pitcher tried to sneak one by him and he jumped all over it, jumped it. And we knew it was gone right when he made contact. Just a really good swing.
I just got one more. Talking about Wiggins, he's had a rough couple weeks, and then the error. And what do you see from him? I don't know if body language, attitude wise, what do you see about him that made him put that behind him and then go ahead and pitch a pretty good stretch for you?
Thought he had really good body language. Even when we made an error behind him, he didn't show any emotion towards his teammate or feel sorry for himself. He just got back up on the mound, did a great job there. And he's worked really hard. Obviously, I said earlier, he's been frustrated. He wants to help the team win. And, he did everything we wanted him to do today. He threw 91 pitches in 5 innings and held a really good offensive team to 3 runs. That's a good job.
Okay, thanks, Dave.
Okay.
Matt Jones, got anything else?
Yes, I do. Hey, Dave, with DeShera, you guys gave up a couple home runs to him this weekend, but he also had more strikeouts than he's had in any series this year. What was the key to holding him down like your pitchers did?
Yeah, I mean, he put 2 balls in play all weekend and both of them left the yard. So he's got a good swing and he's really powerful. We busted him in a little bit, threw him some off-speed pitches away. I didn't throw any of them. Our pitchers did, obviously, and they just did a great job. And I think they got him guessing a little bit. We got him a little frustrated and just pitched him well. I mean, what can you say? Just when we made a mistake or threw it in the middle of the plate a little bit, he hammered it. We did that twice, and other than that, we pitched him really good. He's a really good hitter, good kid. Just a really good player.
And then you touched on this a little bit about how good Auburn is offensively, but just as a team, they're projected to be a national seed right now. Just what was your overall assessment of them as a team?
Solid. They've got good player at every position. They really don't have a weakness out there. It's a good team. Just glad we got them in their own field.
Thanks for time.
Okay.